I am sick of going out for a spin, recording all day long, just to get home to find out my audio is trash. So we're going to use some microphones everyone knows and loves, like the DJI Mini, and then we're going to move on to something that you might not know you can use, like your Cardo microphone. I'm going to show you how everything is set up and how everything works, and then we'll go out on the road and see which one works better. So we're going to show you how you connect your Cardo to your camera. For this I'm going to use the Ace Pro 2. This will work with a GoPro or an Osmo. So I'm going to turn on the Ace Pro 2, I'm going to leave it there. We're going to turn on the Cardo. Obviously it's not my helmet, but you'll get the idea. If you hold down the phone button here, it'll go into mobile pairing. And then once it's in mobile pairing, you'll see this light come on. That's it, in mobile pairing now. You'll want to swipe down then on an Ace Pro. It is different on every other camera, but you want to go to your wireless microphone settings. It'll say no audio detected, and then your Cardo will come up here. Mine comes up as my name with Packtalk Edge. Obviously it's already connected. But yeah, that's how you do it. Now it's connected, ready to use for microphone. So there is two ways to use the mini mics with your camera. First off is just taking one out, turn it on, and then clicking this button here, holding it until you see flashing lights. I'll show you that now. So that's the microphone on, and then when you hold this button, it starts flashing blue and green. That means it's searching. So same thing, back onto your camera, go to your wireless microphone settings and search, and you should see DJI Mini Mic show up. Another way you can do it is if you take out your transmitter, which is this. You want to take out the USB-C adapter. This thing is welded in here, which is this. You can then remove this plate here. Take that off, put that somewhere safe, you don't want to lose that. Then your adapter will just slip on like so. Now that's ready to use. We're going to grab our camera. You see this little door here? USB slot right in here. Now you probably can leave this door on. No, you can't. So what you want to do is this door just pops off, same as that. You just give it a little pull. That's off. Now make sure you don't lose that as well. But once you're ready now, you can just plug this straight in. Turn on your camera. Grab a mic. We're gonna grab this one. Mic is on. Okay, so to pair this mic with your transmitter, most of the time they are paired straight out the box, but if you're switching around through cameras and phones and stuff, it won't pair, is what I found. So what I do is I'll put this into search mode just by holding the little button here, and then I can also put the transmitter into search mode with a little button here. You'll see you'll have two flashing lights, and one is solid, this is solid, so that means we're ready to go. Now if you swipe down and go across to your wireless mic, it'll say there's no external or no Bluetooth mic found. That's because we're not using a Bluetooth mic. So if you just tap the mic, there you go, as you can see in the top corner there, it's working. So that's ready to go with the transmitter. So I'm going to mount this mini mic into my helmet. Only issue is now I have no mount. I'm still waiting for a mount to come out of chin mounts. So I'm going to use a little strap just to mount the camera on my chin, but I'm going to mount this somewhere securely in my helmet. Every helmet is different, so I'm not getting into that. Sometimes you can put the microphone under your chin pad, and that works great because you're using the chin pad then to cut out wind noise. I'm using the KYT. a very, very windy helmet. So we're going to see if this works or not. I have no idea. I'm going to try, we'll start off with the Cardo. We'll connect the Cardo, see what that sounds like. Then we'll use the DJI mic through Bluetooth. And then we'll use it through the transmitter and see which one works. Now on the transmitter, there's a little dial here. You can adjust this dial. It's out of focus, I know. You can adjust this dial just here on the side. I'm gonna leave it at 6, just in case 12 is too much and 0 is too little. I'm gonna leave it at 6 and just see what I get. Now I have no idea if this is gonna work or if it's just gonna be a waste of time. But we'll find out together. So I'm gonna get geared up and we're gonna head out on the bike and we'll see which one works. Okay, so we're gonna try go up and down this road a few times at different speeds with the different cameras on and just see what we get. It's cold and it's wet, so I want to see what this is like. Oh, it's so cold. Anyway, that's about 60 now with the Cardo microphone. No idea what it's like. We'll get up to about 100, and just to see how we go. Now, I would class this as more of like a budget-friendly microphone because, you know, you might end up buying a Cardo to communicate with your friends, but you mightn't have the budget for another type of camera, or microphone I should say, which is perfectly fine. What I'm really doing these tests for is to see what is a good wireless option, because I've done the lav mics, the wired lav mics, and it's not enjoyable. It's messy, routing wires and stuff. So I just wanted to see what this is like. We're holding a steady pace to about 60 here. On my way back, I'll get it up to about 80 to 100. Just see what it sounds like. I'll pull in, and then we'll swap over to the DJI Mini via Bluetooth. And then, yeah, after that we'll use the transmitter, see how we're getting on. But I'm gonna flip around here now, head back towards the town. Oh, it's cold. I am rattling. Can't see a thing in this visor either. I've no pin lock, but I want to keep the vents closed just so it doesn't affect the microphones too much. But yeah, hopefully this sounds okay. That was 60. That's about 100k there. There's 100k now with the Cardo. Bear in mind, for these tests I also have a balaclava on, so I hope that doesn't muffle my voice too much. But now we're doing 120. Hopefully this mic can still hear me. I'm not too sure. But yeah, no, that's the Cardo test done. We're gonna pull in now and try the DJI via Bluetooth and see how that sounds. Okay, so we are using the DJI Mini now via Bluetooth. We'll do the same test around 60k, get up to 80 to 100, just see how we sound. What I'm going to do first is turn on these fucking heated grips. It's cold. There's about 60 now, 60 kilometers, 70 kilometers. No idea what this is going to sound like. Crank them up to 80 now. They're about 80k. Hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. Bear in mind, gain is set to -6. So yeah, we'll keep her at a steady 100 here now in a second and see what that sounds like. Might try to get around this Volkswagen. There's about 100k. Just creeping up on him, so I said I'd get around them. That's about 100k there now, 112. Hopefully it sounds okay. I'm going to try and stick to about 100 because these are going to be the speeds where I want to be motovlogging at, you know. If I'm going out, excuse me, if I'm going out and I'm doing 150, 160, well, I'm not trying to pick up my voice at them speeds, I'm trying to do other things. So I hope this sounds okay. I'm going to pull over here now and we'll put the transmitter on the camera, see how we sound with the transmitter, if it makes any difference. So we now have the transmitter on. Gonna see how this sounds. Try to get out of here without dying. So yeah, this is my final test. I just realized I had nice suppression on there for the Bluetooth test. So I don't know if that's gonna make it worse or better. You'd assume better, but hard to tell with these microphones. Right, same test. We're gonna go down that straight road. We'll get it up to 100, and we'll see what it sounds like. We'll do 60, 80, 100, and make sure my heat grips are turned on. So, alright, we're ready to go. Now, I know these aren't gonna be perfect. Only way to get perfect audio is really a lav mic, but if I can just get decent audio, I'd be happy. Stalled it. As I said, I'm just fed up of running cables everywhere. If I can just get something that will pick up my audio, my voice while I'm doing a bike review or I'm out with a mate, then I'm happy. So we'll get it up to about 80 here. Get around this corner first. Oh, I wish I had a pin lock on this visor. Right, so that's about 80. We're doing 88. No idea how this sounds. Hopefully it's okay. We'll push it up to about 100 now. So there's 100. Bit of wind noise in the helmet. Hopefully it's not picking up on that too much. Well, hopefully you can hear my voice. That's all I really care about. This test will either go horribly wrong or it'll go great. Whatever happens, I'm going to post it anyway. Because it's a learning experience. If I put it up online, someone in the comments might tell me I done something wrong or might tell me a fix. But yeah, hopefully it's not bad. Hopefully it's manageable. I have clip-in turned on, the auto clip-in thing, so it stops the mic from clipping out, essentially. And for this test, I had noise suppression turned off. So it's just the gain set to -6, the mic going through the transmitter into the camera with clip-in turned on. I have no noise reduction on, so hopefully this is okay. But yeah, I'm going to turn around here now. I'm going to leave it at that. It's cold and wet and I'm going home, dry off and edit this video. Let me know what you think. If there's any other solutions that you found helpful, let me know.